There's bears out here.
Is that a joint?
You probably can't because of stockholders, right?
I mean, it's legal, right?
It's totally legal.
Hello traders, welcome to the somber live stream where across the markets we've seen a sell-off that, you know, would be sobering, I guess, for some. But for weed stocks, it was the opposite. Weed stocks got high because the DEA said they're going to reclassify weed or whatever. And that's, I mean, I think we've talked about that in the past week, looking at weed stocks. Until the DEA does something like what they've done today, it's just going to be more of the same, like lower highs, lower lows. But that's very significant development. We'll look at some weed stocks, but just start with Bitcoin. Bearish engulfing candle, as it looked like, hey man, we were gonna make it. I'm not afraid anymore, right? Macaulay Culkin looking and then wiped out as, you know, Bitcoin ran up to 64,738 at the highs last night, with the Asia session ongoing, with Hong Kong ETF, Bitcoin ETF live trading from the high, the Asia high. We saw, I mean, from the highest high to the lowest low of the day, 8.73% loss in value, but it's pretty stiff recovery. Super stiff, 3% plus off the lows, but the lows being what? The demand line of the structure, the channel consolidation phase that we've been confined in since March 14th. I wonder, I mean, are we going to get a confirmation low here? See, the thing is, the good news, you got kind of a goalie below you, right? You've got a little bit of help, 57.5, 58.372 if things get bad. Or hopefully that is what holds support, because if that doesn't hold, my God, you are in a lot of trouble. It would be an easy 52,773 target. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So, I mean, hopefully the demand line holds. But if it doesn't, then you've got some potential support below you, right below you. But if that doesn't hold, and a deeper retrace ongoing, it would invalidate the flagging structure, and we would just be turning into a reset, retrace, where I think we would just Fibonacci from the low to the high here to get your, and so, you know, we're right at that 38% retrace for the second time, almost the third time. So you're in the golden zone, certainly, but the golden zone extends all the way down to 51.3, 52.777 I was talking about. That is the golden retrace confluence with supports. So if Bitcoin sellers push the price to that level, it really wouldn't be that weird. The price of Bitcoin would still be trading above the 200-day simple moving average. It would just be a common retrace, moderate common retrace at 52K. No one wants to hear that. I understand. I'm just telling you, we're not looking at we're looking at this without the orange shaded glasses, looking at it like we would any asset on any chart, on any day, any market. So, all right, that's where we are. In 1 hour, 4 minutes, it'll be the lowest daily candle close confirmed since February 27th. So we're talking 2-month lows, and we've got the monthly closing. What's it gonna look like? All right, well, unless buyers get their act together, it will be, without a shadow of a doubt, a confirmed bearish engulfing candle covering the previous candle from March, all gone at this current time. There's time, right? I mean, the bids could come in if they get if we get a candle close above 61,179, it won't be a bearish engulfing candle, but also that former all-time high on the monthly close from October 2021, it seems like being violated right now, not being regarded as support. So not like spectacular. If there's follow through next month, yikes. Wouldn't be hard to believe how 51K could be, or 52K could be achieved, right? So Pretty ugly red candle, and pretty gross how they're doing it, right? On the last day of the month, the big flush. And yesterday, just 4 hour, man. Just come on. Like, it's cool that they were rallying it, right? But like, they weren't doing anything. They weren't making higher highs, even locally. And then the bottom fell out this morning. So that's where we are, the bottom of the channel. Here's the 4 hour. Right, you got the candle low close from March 5th, the wick low from March 20th. I mean, it is an incredible channel on the 4 hour. And it's just once again, for the fourth time, being tested. Unfortunately, I don't think there's an edge. Nope. How could there be? There was kind of some 4 hour divergence, a little bit, and it just turned into hidden bearish divergence. Oh man, this is what I'm saying. Like, if you're in correction mode, consolidation mode, the 4 hour is just not going to be that significant, and not going to be, I mean, if it plays out, it's not going to be that meaningful. You're always looking for like the daily to start showing us an edge on the oscillators. And so one other thing is the drought of positive momentum is ongoing still, where you were beginning to build momentum on the big, like the new day. But here it is, the longest positive momentum drought on the daily since 2016, extending on. Wow. And the highest level of negative momentum today since April 21st. So not great. I mean, God, ugh, gross. But hey, the good news is it's not just discrimination against Bitcoin, right? There was discrimination against all markets today. Gold getting flush, wiped out, whale stocks. Tech, AMD after hours getting destroyed, pulling down all semiconductors. We'll look at it. I think that was a nice little in-depth analysis of Bitcoin leading into the monthly close. Maxine, you got something to say?
Since we started out on BitConf, let's go further into crypto.
Ethereum, they're still holding on. It's kind of interesting for now. They're holding the level, but the bad thing is now you have hidden bearish divergence, very discernible, like a bearish edge on the daily histogram, where you've made a high on price. You've now made a lower high on price with higher levels of positive momentum. Momentum is beginning to wane, which would indicate maybe some maturation of the implied continuation downward. Bearish convergence on the RSI as the market participants are just flirting. Well, you're starting to do it, right? Look, there it is. Ethereum down 6.49% today. Pretty brutal, and they're trying to breach us back into the bearish control zone, which, as you can see, most times, and maybe if it falls in there, it's getting immediately rejected, getting back to neutral. But here we are again. Make of that what you will. Correction continues. No demand in crypto, and it's been that way for going on 2 months. Well, March 12th, 6 weeks, whatever. 6 weeks, man. All right. Jason, you love it? You love Maxine? Wow. Chat, Jason loves Maxine. Get a room. I'm sure you could probably hook up with her if you wanted. I mean, we can make some calls. Oh, sorry. Disgusting. Monthly close on Ethereum. A bearish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 58 minutes.
It's time for Power Hour.
The power hour of all power hours. The last 60 minutes of the month. Working on the lowest monthly candle close since January. And that is all we have. Not a good candle. That's not the candle you want. If there's follow through, go. That's it. That's what it's going to look like. And there's no stopping that. It's going to be a monthly bearish engulfing candle on Ethereum. as well as Bitcoin, unless there is some sort of miraculous rally. It would need to be like, what, $1,000 rally on Bitcoin in the next 57 minutes to dodge the bearish engulfing candle being painted. So I just don't know if the buyers have it in them. Guess we'll see. It is a weird time of the market. It's not great. Let's go to BNB. That was the best and still is the best. Are you kidding me, man? I mean, it is weird. Like, it's not really great where you make a highest high in March when Bitcoin made all-time highs, and then 1, 2, 3 now, 3 times. Market participants have been unable to capture prices equal to or higher than the highest high. So, I mean, there still could be some weakness and some distribution going on. It's just not as bad as Bitcoin and Ethereum. But that is ridiculously good compared to what we saw on Ethereum, down 6.5%, and Bitcoin down 5.25%, where Bitcoin was down like 7% at its lows, only down 2.6, 2.5% on BNB. So not really actionable here, right? I mean, the only time you really want to be taking action on assets is when you have recognizable, discernible structures, patterns, and where those patterns are set up are at key inflection points from history and the price actions correlating favorably at those levels. You don't really have that here. You're kind of in the dead middle of two levels, 510, 638.
Ray, what are your thoughts on HBAR? I've been holding since October and regret not selling when the tokenizing news came out on the 23rd of April. Should have compromised my plan.
Lino, thank you so much for the $19.99 contribution, man. We can look at it. We'll look at HBAR after the big 4 or 5 or whatever. 4, okay, 5. BNB. Monthly on BNB is going to be pretty impressive. Nothing burger. It's like just hanging out. Another, like, you see the candle closes, the old all-time high. It still is the all-time highs. April 2021 and November 2021. They've tested it again 2 months in a row now and no breach. So that's where you are. That looks a lot better than Bitcoin and Ethereum and Sol and XRP and almost every other S coin you could ever speak of. BNB the best right now in performance. Still best monthly close looks like too. Okay, let's go to Sol now. That big guz on Sol down 8%, and so they breached the level and now they're testing the last line of defense. Peak from 2023, December 2023. A candle low close back from September 2021, a high from February 2022. It's just a level. You're working on the lowest daily candle close since March 5th. You better pray it holds, because if it doesn't, easy trip to 102, 100, the psychological level. Maybe you get a low dragon at some point, but that's just there's no way in any universe that Sol is going to hold when Bitcoin does what it did today. Monthly, not going to look good. Very close to bearish engulfing candle. That is one of your largest red candles in the history of Solana. I'll see price-wise, not percentage-wise, price-wise. Was that $75? Okay, what happened here? About the same. I think it's larger. Yeah, marginally. This might be your largest price candle on the monthly ever on Sol. Yep, by like $5, because that was a brutal one in January 2022. This takes the cake.
Dump it.
Wow. Is there a real reason to look at XRP? Not really, but I guess we'll do it. because of habit, down 3.3%, so not as bad as Bitcoin. But they are breaching the level. They're breaching the 50-cent level. Bearish and golden candle, and some pretty real. Could someone tell me what this is? What is that? That's going on. I mean, whatever. I play the guessing game with y'all and it doesn't work, so. Hidden bearish divergence. That's what it is, man. I ain't got time for waiting on y'all to wake up to answer questions. So, hidden bearish divergence with the RSI looking prime for another test of 30. You get down there and start pivoting, we'll get some insanely nice bullish divergence in the daily, which is all we want, all we've wanted for a very long time on any asset. If we could have it. And that's your XR pay. Man, completed the Gartley, the aggressive targets of the Gartley, and it was over. It was done. Son. Okay, now we will HBAR it for good old Lino Alamo. Remember the Lino Alamo? Down almost 10% today. It was all a dream. It was all a dream. But type 2 return could be upon us. If we got some sort of magical higher low than the previous low, there wouldn't be problems. And I mean, the closer you are to 7.5 to 8.3 cents, the easier it is to manage risk with stop losses. So yeah, that was your Larry Fink bullcrap. And this is why FOMO can devastate you. I mean, someone out there, they literally did it. Someone bought at 18 cents. And now, in a matter of 5 days, they are down 48+% on their position. I think like you don't need to know math to know how terrible that is. That's like life-ending losses. So maybe we get a type 2, maybe we get a slightly higher low. Maybe we get to 8.3 cents. And what were you saying? Like you said something. Holding since October. Man, you held, dude. I mean, if you've been holding since October, depending on when in October, it doesn't really matter because it's kind of didn't really start accelerating until November for sure. So let's say this man bought kind of at the high end of October. Okay, conservatively speaking, this man is still up 74% on his position. Not bad. He said he regrets not selling when the tokenizing news came out on, you know, right here. But that's the thing, man. Like, you had a 72% candle. So that is the rule breaker. Like that, I mean, I'm learning, like, if you own an S coin and it has a singular day of nearly doubling, that's when you deviate from your plan and you can sell. Because to double in price, I mean, it can take months. Traditional markets, it can take a year plus. And if you do it in 24 hours or less, you're okay to sell. So you regret not selling, but it's kind of tough. You have to have trading plans set up before these moves occur. Right? Like if you were just trading, I mean, the harmonic, a type 1, and you owned it, you would have limit sell orders. I mean, just in my opinion, if you go by the Casey Stubbs aggressive targeting for harmonics, 13.2 cents and 14 cents. You'd have been out, you'd have missed out on some of the gains, but in and out. It's hard to do that though, man. I get it. So you've been holding since October. Look, as long as a higher low than the previous discernible swing low gets put in, the trend, what's the most recent discernible event on HBAR? The highest high. Well, before it, the highest low. Before it, the highest high. Before it, the highest low of the uptrend or the newly established trend. So you're still in a very bullish trend despite the Rektness. Still above the 200 moving average, still above 7.55 cents. So I get it. It's a rough day, but the trend is still intact. Believe it or not. And it's like, yeah, we spent all this time looking at S coins. We just got to look at, like, we got to look at the weed stocks, man. Tilray, it's just incredible, up almost 40%. Wow, they took it down to the pattern completion zone. And there was some hidden divergence, I guess. They were trying to, and it's pumped because news-driven catalysts occur. It occurred at the DEA, and that's it, down almost 3% after hours, whatever. Let's hope that it has some staying power, where what we've identified, the harmonic framework, the type 2 return, that maybe this is the bottom. And now, because the laws are changing, Tilray can fly, can get high, like Wiz Khalifa and Snoop Dogg on 420, right? 442 target, easy. If this is real, if this is truly a bottoming structure, 442 target. All right. Let's pray for the S. Well, these are S coins, but they're S stocks. Just CGC, my alert was going off a couple times today. Incredible, up almost 80%. The breakout, someone requested this, and it was like, look, man, the big breakout point is 1030. If they break this, 1450, and there you go. They broke 1450 today. Targets on deck. 2140, 2129. I think it's a little zone up there. Wow. So, like, again, something like this, hey, you can deviate from your plan and be like, yeah, it's up 79% in less than 24 hours. Yeah, you can get out. You can sell if you want. It might keep going because insanity, but normally when assets are up 80%, HBAR and CGC, it's at the hands of news-driven catalysts. So what happens if it's down 40% tomorrow? It's still gonna be higher than it was 2 days ago. It could run again, but, like, yeah, it's just tough. Wow, incredible. CGC, the weed stocks, man. Okay, let's look at the spider. Let's knock it out first. Not terrible day. Terrible sell off at the end. Yeah, a big old red candle after the sextuple bearish divergence over time. And, you know, you got kind of a bearish doji star yesterday. Now you caught some follow through. Now it's all but real. And closed at the lows of the day and after hours down 0.12%. So pretty brutal. Lowest daily candle close since the 25th. All right, maybe the correction's going to continue and target's 479 if we are going to extend downward. Okay. Bearish demand baby on the SPY yesterday. Kinda. There's not really a gap. Bearish doji star, whatever. Didn't look good. But the thing is, on the weekly, there was a harami. That was weird, right? There's literally like a bullish, like a textbook bullish harami. But now, like, a dark cloud cover in development. Like, what? You can't tell me that's not a potential bullish harami, right? It's by the book. It's perfect. Earnings. Dow Jones. Or we can just go to the futures, whatever. I mean, maybe do that, you know. Dow Jones futures. Big old bearish engulfing candle. Lowest daily candle close since April 18th. And, hey, man, maybe going down the 200 heart line. And if things get nasty, down to 34,550. We'll see. It hasn't really, you know, it's just kind of trading the same price as trading at April 15th, so not that big a deal. Drink more water. Sure. I only drink water blessed by an Eskimo medicine man. It's the best. NASDAQ. bearish engulfing candle back below the heart line. There are better levels. Like if you were blessed enough to receive a test of 16,459, it would be better because you're closer to the 200 moving average, you're closer to the demand line of the channel you were confined within. Just better levels. Like up here, it's just la land, flipping coins, no way to strategize. Lower levels would be better. 16.4, right around there. Okay, negative Momo beginning to build again. And then the Russell 2000, bearish and golden candle confirmed. Below all levels, really. I mean, 2000, 2030, 2100. Yeah, until you're breaking above, there's just so much adversity. Too much adversity on the Russell 2000. You can't really give a crap about it or want to own it until it's back above at least 2008 or whatever. It's not. Really, what's happened, unfortunately, that's some pretty crappy price action. If you're just talking about that high from January 2023, February 2023, and the high from July 2023, you see these levels plotted. They have breached it, and now they have confirmed it as resistance. What was once resistance has now been reconfirmed as resistance. That's not good price action. You don't want to see that price action. It's not good. All right. So those are your index fund futures. Gold took it on the chin, like everything else. Big nasty. Red candle. Pretty much a bearish Marabazoo candle. Lowest daily candle close since April 2nd. Correction continues. This could retrace way deeper and it'd still be okay. You know, there's never been a formal bullish back test of the level of levels, right? For 3 years they were testing it and it was breached, and there was no, like, when you break out, you normally back test. You broke it, and now what if you get down there, you get closer to the 200 moving average, closer to the supports, there'd be more value involved. So the bearish divergence on the MACD histogram is playing out for now, and at all, 1.618, the golden mean ratio, that's a decent area for reactions or reversals. So, dang man, not many good spots at all. $40 minutes till the monthly and daily candle close. Man. Nasty day, man. Warner Brothers underwater. Molson Coors tap underwater. Earnings killing these stocks, man. Earnings really is just devastating the market. And then Google, like, gapped up on earnings 10%, and look at it in the past few days, just sell off every day. So we'll look at silver, and then maybe a couple more commodity. Hey, maybe we're gonna get a test, right? A test, maybe of $26 if they can hold it. We could see.
I want rates to go up, as they should, but the most Powell will do is keep them elevated low. I want the flush down, but I don't think we'll get it.
Greg Pay, thank you for $5 super chat. Yeah, interest rates are elevated. We look at the yields, and the 20-year and the 10-year are just on the way to the multi-year highs, decade-plus-year highs. So until morale improves, they will go higher or stay the same. Excuse me. Nasty workout today. I'm wrecked. Coffee futures destroyed, 6% down. Sugar futures. Cocoa futures made a comeback after its largest loss in history. Wow, what a nice hammer. Came in. They took it all the way down, though, to 7,200 before that recovery. So we're talking about from the high to the low. Cocoa futures down 29%. In a matter of 10 days. Woof. DGen's World, what's up, dudes? We will make it. We've already made it. See, people are getting on the train late. I mean, we've been through a lot. I mean, over 6 years live streaming. So, I mean, like, there were certainly times where we're going to make it, but it's like, we made it. And then it's like, well, a lot of new people, and it's like, you haven't made it yet. Well, welcome to the effing show. You got on the train, and you're a little late to the party. The crypto Bitcoin party, whatever. So, thank you, dude. I don't even know what RON is. The 10 Ronkins paying me in radioactivity or something. ESD Gems World, over 6 years. Okay, so Cocoa Futures in the chat. Hey. Almost all commodities got shattered, smashed. You name it. OJ, orange juice futures, natural gas down again, cotton futures, sugar futures, coffee futures, soybeans down, live cattle futures, rice futures, we had a market-wide, doesn't matter, indiscriminatory sell-off today. Not many people can escape that outside of some puts or some shorts, some just naked shorts. So, or if you flipped a coin and got lucky on earnings, like Leidos Holdings was up 6.5%, Eli Lilly was up 6%, Train Technologies up 5.4%. You had a few that were up. A 3M company was up, and 3M was actually like very interesting. Anyway, so looked at those. We could do, let's see here. Every sector, even the sectors of sectors outside of the 11 on the S&P were down. It was a washout. Okay, I forgot, dude. I'm so sorry. I'm late to this, but better late than never. Jonathan, are you okay, man? Anything good, dude?
I like turtles.
Okay.
Love you, bro. Keep it real. Cheers.
Hey, Eric Morris, man. Thank you so much for the $7.77. The love is mutual to you and everyone else watching the stream. Y'all could be anywhere, but you choose to be here just for the market updates, and I really appreciate that. Thank y'all. Press Start Gaming, I'm not sad. It's just, it was a somber day on the markets, right, for anyone holding anything outside of cash. So I'm not even, I didn't even know I was exuding sad vibes. I'm just reporting what's kind of going on, man. I'm tired. I had a nasty workout too, so it's kind of like, am I sad, chat? Sorry. I am not. I'm good, dude. But unfortunately, Jonathan's a little sad. Okay. Sorry, Jonathan. Bearish engulfing candle will be confirmed in 34 minutes. You will have the lowest daily candle close confirmed since February 27th. Soon, right? But the biggest issue...
Johnny Backquest asked me, hi, Richard. When you took us off the gold standard and made those inroads with China to me, were you wearing big old board shorts while walking on the beach tanning those white legs? Well, Johnny Backquest, I can assure you my attire and tanning habits, while amusing to imagine, played no role in my policy decisions. The decision to move off the gold standard and to engage China strategically were made in the interests of strengthening the U.S. economy and global position, and certainly not made while strolling in board shorts on any beach.
Richard Nixon, get wrecked, dude. No. God. You're exploiting me. Oh my God, there's an Ask Richard Nixon, and then there's just a regular Richard Nixon. Are you kidding me? Sorry, I gotta just... now we're okay. Alright. Gosh. Get wrecked, dude. Okay, where were we? We're talking about total and talking about an unfortunate event. Some big levels were taken out. Now you got a potential support maybe, 2.12 trillion, but typically, chat, This isn't me being sad or having any emotion. You just look left and understand. Very seldom does the price kind of pivot, but anywhere but 1.78 trillion, 2.2 trillion. So a miracle is going to be needed to get us back above these key levels to make me feel better. Otherwise, the correction could continue. And then you would think like the most reasonable level would probably be 1.71, 1.78 trillion down here, 200 moving average, whatever, a deeper retrace from the low to high. I think that takes you down to a 78% retrace. Yeah, man. That was wreckage. Thanks again, Richard Nixon Connect. Oh my God, dude. Oof. Nasty, nasty stuff. Yeah, nasty stuff, man. So here's your XLE. The energy sector just shattered at the end of the day. Just coming on down for a test of an inflection zone between $91 and $93. Hopefully they hold it. If not, it's a long way down to 80 bucks. Probably just channel. I don't know. It was like a wedge, and it just failed. They rallied it back, but look what happened. My God, dude. June 2022, November 2022. The two valid anchor point, or the anchor points to give you a valid trend line has been tested. It was tested April 15th, and that was it so far. Jeez. Okay. Okay. Then we look at consumer discretionary, the XLY. Elevated, but thank you for the banana cat. Banana cat's always welcome. And 180, a resistance from history a couple times, has been regarded as resistance. Gap filled, just a nasty day, down 2.43%, but still been in a nice uptrend, right? We could probably plot that trend if you wanted. It'd be 1 and 2 here, something like that. Okay, so uptrending, just a bad day today. And then you have the XLK that is just extremely elevated in a nice uptrend, but pull back to the 200 moving average. Nothing wrong with that. There's never been a time that the market participants have confirmed 176 as support. It was resistance, resistance, and then it was breached. And that was it. It was gone to all-time highs. And so if we ever got a 176 back test, it would be interesting to see how the price correlates to that level, if they can defend it, and maybe we get a form of confirmation at that level. So that, unfortunately, is a long way down. So talking almost 10% to go before you test the key old all-time high as support for the first time in human history. Wow, talk about a positive momentum drought. Last time we saw positive momentum on the XLK, which is technology.
Technology, what is that all about? Is it good or is it whack?
March 7th. I think that negative momentum streak is lasting longer than Bitcoin, which was like the 14th maybe. Wow, that's something, isn't it? All right. The OG DJ Tay, this one's
very bad, boys. Very bad.
Very, very nice chart here, where price action correlating to key levels pretty favorably. You gotta love the respect, right? Where what was once an all-time high from May of 2021 was tested thrice, December, February, and April this year as resistance, and then too much supply, buyers have relented, sell-off broke a demand line, now trading below the 200 symbol moving average, and now you've hit your lowest daily candle close on the Dow Jones Transportation Average Index since November of 2023. The target from here would be 14,000. See if they could test it, maybe put in some sort of higher low bat pattern, whatever. But yeah, a lot of downside from here. by the looks of it, right? Another 5 to 6% downside on DJT. Not Truth Social. The index. Okay. PEJ. We're just looking at these different sectors of the market. Leisure entertainment sector down almost about 2%. Really not too much to look at. Back test 42.23, 200 moving average, whatever. Okay, cool. Just pull them back. Some are more than others. Some are more to look at than others. This is the XLRE, the real estate sector. I've always emphasis on the REs. $34 target for a nice spring back test if we were blessed enough to receive it. Maybe you get a gap fill at
32.33 repeating, of course.
But yeah, I mean, like marginal downside. A test of the key level. It's like a magnet, right? How many times in history? Resistance, 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 support, 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 support. Why not again? Sure, that makes sense for a target. XLRE.
Bow to your sensei. Bow to your sensei.
XLB. Material sector. Been killing it. Made all-time highs as recent as early April. April Fool's Day, indeed. Right, that's what they did. And so this is, dude, again, this could be.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
I mean, like right now, what we're witnessing today, okay, looking at this sector, do you see what's happened with confirmation with the candle close on the daily? Like the old all-time high from 2021. They recaptured, and now candle close below it. So that means if there's follow-through, maximum downside potential. So I would think at least minimum a test of like $86. If they don't hold that, probably $78. Yikes, man. Continuing on. Business stream. Get wrecked, everybody. Of course. As is tradition. You got yourself the XLC, the communications sector. What an uptrend, what a rally. But understand danger areas from the highest high to the lowest low. An 88% retrace. You're beginning to react here. That's where reactions occur. And there's not too much support resistance below you. I would say maybe $70 target. Some swing low, swing high. 200 moving average around 72. Yes. Some really nice bearish divergence was on both oscillators in the end. So rolling over. Oh man. The XLIE, the industrial sector, which recently hit all-time highs late March, early April. Not much of any sort of structure. Very real buyer exhaustion, some extreme bearish divergence, and a positive momentum drought. First, I mean, the last time we saw positive Momo was April 1st. And yeah, I mean, downside, sure. There's just not many levels up here. This thing's been going. Probably some fib extensions and is maybe needs to correct some. Okay, understandable. Wow. Oh man, this could be really bad too. This is the XLF, okay, the financial sector. So look at this, man. This is some interesting stuff. Look what they're doing. You had an up thrust through the previous all-time high. They violated it, and now they have formally regarded what was once resistance is now resistance again, and we're catching some follow through. So a $38.59 target. Yeah, that is some max downside potential. That's some serious price action at those levels, okay? Okay, all right, just knocking out the rest of these. Good Lord, man. Wow, so it looks like of all sectors, the one that looked legit kind of the worst is trying to make a resounding comeback. This trend line that goes all the way back to 2009, global financial crisis bottom, was violated again and is now being recaptured. And now you're making some consecutive higher lows. You just made a higher, about the same high, a slightly higher high than the previous high from December, back above the 200 simple moving average. You got to wonder if the correction's concluding on the utility sector is just a stupid uptrend. Can't argue with that. Interesting. Very interesting. XLP, which is consumer staples, elevated. Not really much of a pullback today. Elevated. Okay. Not bad. And then the XLV, some sort of diamond. The breakout, and they're attempting to back test the breakout of the diamond kind of since April 18th. Wow. Wonder if it's real and it holds and we continue on to all-time highs or not. This is the diamond. Very rare. Okay, so those are all your sectors across the markets. We can look at AMD real quick just because it had reported earnings and it was bad. And you can see it, the carnage down 7% after hours. That is kind of the worst thing that could ever happen, man. Holy crap. Look what they did, man. They broke a key level. We knew it was there. Why? Not our opinion. It's just reality. November 2021. Remember Pokemon cards and guns and pogs and pictures of potatoes. Luxury watches. They all mania. Weed stocks, uranium, your butt, all at the highest levels ever. That level has now been formally regarded as resistance with the bearish engulfing candle confirmed. And then earnings, they took it to another level, trading the lowest, trading at like 147.20. So down about 8%, a little over 8% collectively on the day. Yikes. Not what you're looking for higher prices. So you just see what happens. I mean, 200 moving average, 137. There's just not a whole heck of a lot of levels between 122 and 160. So, and the problem is when they broke 122, that was it. There was no back test. Market participants love back tests. So if in the future at some point we get a sell-off and a test that level a couple times, could be great to strategize and enter in stop loss, but for now, yikes, man. Correction continues. We have less than 20 minutes till daily candle close. I've been live for 54 minutes. If you're enjoying it, hit the like button, the bell. So thanks for being here. Okay. Yes, we have looked at Tilray. Yes. Man, I'm tired. This coffee's doing nothing. Heck of a lot of nothing. Yeah, man. So it was just bad, man. Across the market, it was a bad day, man. You want to see something crazy on Google? Look at this freaking thing, this channel. Look where they took it at the open a few days ago on earnings at the tip top. The supply line, there was supply, and just a major sell-off. Like, right when they hit all-time highs or whatever, down about 7% in like a few days trading. Gap fill down at 156. Yeah, maybe they back test 151. If they hold that, we're okay. But yeah, that's Google. Remember we were talking about Apple yesterday. Like just because it rallied for a third time, made a third consecutive lower high. Excuse me, like you can't fool me. Like until it's a higher high and it's confirmed and it's discernible. Just because you went up and formally back tested $176 as resistance, resistance, resistance doesn't mean things are good. So now you have, unfortunately, classic distribution structure. 3 falling peaks is now on deck, in the cards. 156 target, if this is real. Yikes, man. The distribution continues. Warren Buffett, Charlie Munger's estate, they continue to offload their position very subtly as to not create panic by the looks of it. Wow. Are you doing okay, chat? Yeah, good, bad, terrible, all of the above. Here's Microsoft. Lowest daily candle close confirmed since January 17th. Looks like the party could be over. I mean, it does kind of look pretty bad. I mean, that's a partial rise right there of a broadening structure. Dude, there is just not much here. Whew. 3% down. Yeah, that's nasty. Very nasty right now. Hopefully it just randomly reverses, but that was just straight selling all day and then into the close, the worst. Yikes. And it all, look, the 1.618, the major one, wow. I mean, it virtually hit it. It was close enough to me, man. Those Apple earnings on Thursday, yeah, and before, we'll see. We will definitely see. That's going to be wild, man. Apple earnings. Let's see. Microsoft, Google. Let's go Amazon. The Amazonians getting wrecked today somewhat. Down 3.29%. Not sure you really want to be here. Like, I'm just showing you levels, right? I mean, the old all-time high from July 2021, November 2021. There it is. They went up, they touched it, they tested it, and then we got a reversal. But now the issue is there's another level that's very significant. September 2020, May 2021, September 2021, even, December 2021. We just got a daily candle close back below that level. That's never really what you want to see. Negative momentum building. Oscillators look like crap. There's no exhaustion or implied continuation at all right now. The gap hasn't even filled from a few days ago, like at 173.90. So a little bit further to go to fill that gap. Extreme premiums and trading below key level. Better monitor it and pay attention. Max downside potential if there is follow through. That's what that means. Jeez. Yeah, Amazon earnings today. No, Amazon is up 0.99% after hours. Less than 1%. I'm staring at it. And it's live too. 0.99 to 0.98%. So almost nothing burger. So that is just insignificant. It means nothing, right? Unless an asset is up like 15%, 12%, something like that, it's the same old thing where it's just a nothing burger. There are 3 types of gaps, right? Your everyday gap, high probability chance that the gap fills, and then the breakaway gap and the exhaustive gap. And then this does not meet the criteria of a breakaway gap or an exhaustive gap. It's just a nothing burger gap. Well, it's not even a gap. It's whatever, 1% up. Well. Oh my God, SMCI had earnings. Yikes. I think we looked at all the big ones. Super micro computer destroyed. Okay. Yeah, there wasn't really much to look at. We were staring at this yesterday. Meh. Coin flip. And down over 10%. So almost down 14% collectively on the day. Music stopped, sorry. Oh my God, dude. Oh, yeah, at least Bitcoin is holding up at at that demand line of the consolidation structure. They're trying to engulf it. But I think, remember, if you want the monthly candle to not bearishly engulf, you got to close above 61,100 and change, and we're not there yet. Hundreds of dollars away from that. So
Brutus DM super chatted
Brutus, what
$50.
crap?
On a lighter note, Trump is about to drain the swamp and I have a day off and a cold beer. Long live the USA.
Brutus, thanks for like the largest contribution in like 2 weeks. Thank you, dude. Really appreciate that. Yeah, I like that super chat. Cheers, dude. I don't know, man. I don't know how he's actually going to get in there, and if he does, I just think like the damage is just too far done in this past 4 years. The swamp is so powerful. They have hyper consolidated and taken over every facet to another degree and level that we've never seen before. So I just don't know how. Like, I'm not saying I'm black-pilled at all, but just about any time you hear some sort of positive news for American people, it always fails. It's like, oh, hey, there's this something in Washington, D.C. is positive for the American citizen, and it's gone. So it's like, I don't even, like, yeah, good luck. Bretta's, good luck, dude. Yeah, we got 12 minutes, 11 minutes to the monthly candle close. SMCI wrecked. Nvidia kind of wrecked. Kind of wrecked, man. Yep, down 1.72% after hours. Even if you like made an adjustment like this, where it was like, okay, 1 and 2 here, like they tried to break it, now they're testing it as resistance, so you just hit the supply line. It just, you know, it's elevated, but it's not as bad as AMD, that's certain. Composite Man still probably got tons of this, but yeah, you got some distribution ongoing. You got a lowest low of the correction going on, maybe the lowest high. Yeah, not really great. Yeah, I mean, can't drain swamp 4 years. It's tough, man. Anyway, so dang, dude, we've gone like across the freaking markets, man. Big time. Let's look at the volatility index and the DXY. The VIX. There's not really much to look at. Only up 6.54%. Whatever. Cool story, bro, at the 200, which really doesn't matter. Okay. DXY. Wow, Andrew, too. Did you know that the Chinese property real estate market is the single largest market cap asset in the entire world? China to me. China, and if it's near lows, yikes. Look at this thing, man. The DXY holding on to 105, making its highest daily candle close today since April 16th. And right at that heart line, wow, that looks some pretty good bottoming base, doesn't it? Wow, man.
Very bad, boys. Very bad.
Oh, the US dollar tether.d. Remember that demand line? Man, and now, yikes. I mean, they're breaking the high from September 2020, May 2021, certainly February, January 2022. I mean, that's a level. That's a key level that we're seeing US dollar tether dominance get back above. Bullish engulfing candle confirmed in 8 minutes and 50 seconds. Working on the highest daily candle close since February 24th. But this demand line takes you all the way back. Wow. They're doing it again, man. Okay, man. So, I don't even know. 8 minutes till the monthly close. Gonna get some good food tonight and try to just keep my mind off kind of everything going on. Oh yeah. So Stu 0022, thank you for the 13 months of continued support, man. Checkmate 8060, thank you for the 9 months of continued support. Really appreciate that. Let's see, likes hidden. Oops, I don't even know how that happened, but we'll try to fix that if I can. Yeah, there we go. I don't know. Weird. Yeah, and so tomorrow is the first day of the month, the best day to join the Patreon to support this 100% crowdsourced stream. We get access to education, premium Discord chat, and then trade setups and just my charts throughout the days. First of the month, man. That's tomorrow. So if you want to do that, that's the single best way to support this community. The Patreon/Citadel. You can join the Citadel any day, really. So look at this. I mean, they're testing some sort of supply line maybe too, you know, whichever way you're going to anchor it. You could argue that they're trying to break it. Trying to break a supply line. Yikes. You go from this high, and if you anchor 1 and 2 here, you are breaking out. Yikes. That's some pretty spectacular stuff for now on US dollar tether dominance of 5%. Sheesh. Andrew 2, what about it, man? I think I might get Wagyu tacos tonight, man. End of month, man, is upon us. Less than 6 minutes. So again, if we can take a gander and see that you'd have to get a monthly candle close in 5 minutes above $61,179.03 to prevent a bearish engulfing candle from being painted on the most significant time scales. Wow. And you'd have to close above 61,343 to defend the old candle high close, the highest candle close ever from October 2021. Yikes. What does it mean, US dollar tether dominance, where it's at? It just means that, like, people will sell their S coins and it will go into US dollar tether. So it just makes that rise. So that means you have a big sell off, and it's kind of like, oh, really? I'm so surprised. Man, ENS down 12%, NEO down 11%, VARA down 10+%, TRBay down 10%. A lot of nasty selling on the altcoins. But most of them just didn't really have what you were looking for. Right? Crypto is a momentum-driven asset class. And the momentum's kind of like shifted to some lower highs, lower lows, at least in the short term, midterm. Even though it's like, could be bullish consolidation. I mean, we could be making the lower highs, lower lows inside the consolidation for another month or two. But just know, I mean, like, if we're going to do something, like, you gotta, like, it's gotta end. For 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 months in a row of positive closes. It was bound to end at some point. And that's okay. I mean, you have to understand on the monthly, like, if Bitcoin went to 42K, it doesn't matter. It's the price. It's fine. Like, I see a swing low at like 25K. Like, you lose your mind, but like, it just doesn't matter. If like more selling occurs, the trend's not in jeopardy. Everything's good. You get solid retraces, and maybe you run later, maybe in 3 to 5 months. But I'm just saying, for now, we are covering the previous candle, wiping out all of March's gains. Three minutes, man. Run out the clock situation. Been live 1 hour, 10 minutes. Thank y'all for being here. Okay. Don't get wrecked. Yeah, April, the worst monthly candle close. The worst month of 2024 was just confirmed today in the stock market. Remember, Solana in 2 minutes will have its price-wise the biggest red candle ever. So Bitcoin AGU 3000. Thank you, dude. April, who are you talking about? I know what you're talking about. What is this, man? These judgments. We're in the public square here, okay? I'm just like all of you. Here it is. We have ourselves the power hour of power hours local needs. Here you go. The 6-month run was spectacular. So many gains made. Altcoins, I think on average, appreciated in value 200%. And then they kept going, and then they're now going through a correction. It's okay, man. It's not over. They're not going to stop devaluing your purchasing power. They're not. They're not going to start being fiscally responsible. They're not going to stop trying to grab more and more power and become a surveillance state like China. Social credit scores, they're going for it. And they're going to try to keep making you eat bugs. They're going to keep trying to stranglehold the farmers market. So, because if you control the food supply, you control everyone. They're going to do that. Press Start Gaming, don't gaslight. That's weird, dude. Stop projecting. It's really weird. Running out the clock. 20 seconds for the monthly close for the Jesus chimes. Ten seconds. 5 seconds. Bearish engulfing candle is, unfortunately, confirmed. That's it. Lowest monthly candle close confirmed since January. Candle close below the former all-time high candle close from October 2021. Kind of gross. They might run and they might back test it on the monthly. That's it. Daily, they held. We did not engulf, did we? Just caught a nice reaction where some limit orders would be, some bids. 5 different tests of this level. Now 6 different tests. Incredible. And again, the largest negative momentum streak since 2016. It might be ever now. Yep. So just we are correcting, still consolidating, down sloping, bearish engulfing candle confirmed on the daily and the monthly at the same time. Good. Check the 2 month. We can do that, and I gotta get out of here. I don't ever check the 2 month. Wow. How do I even do that? I add a custom interval. Yeah, here's your 2 month close. Could be a shooting star. Bearish pin bar. Not a good looking candle. My God. It's just not good. Wow. Whatever. All right. Chat, thank y'all for coming out. Thanks for likes, love, support, contributions, everything in between. And we got a little bit of a, we got some help. We got some support below us in case things get bad again. Maybe we could test the 59K level. but below that 57.5 and 58.4. So if that doesn't hold though, yeah, you're looking at 52.7. So just know about the levels. No edge. There hadn't been an edge. Can't believe bears did this. When nothing implied that there was immediate upside potential. It just nothing was there on Bitcoin. All right. Yep. So I will just be back. Thank y'all for being here. And until next time, respect TA. Andrew, thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Much love, man. Kangs.